Lights out, time to run what you brung their way in a puff of smoke, and a bad start for, who is that, Borbune that didn't get going. And now they're 3 wide coming down the front straightaway. Looks like Tim Ventic trying to get in there. And that's Oleski that's moved up into the second spot. And maybe it wasn't Borbune. Borbune's there in third position. Looked like one of the Haas's didn't get going on my end.
Yeah, that's going to be Noah Smith still on the line, actually.
I wonder if he's had a disconnect issue. Niccolo Falzarezzi out in front, and we've got a caution, and
I saw a wing end plate just go flying off.
Tim Ventic is 7th. Jensen Randall has already made his way up into 8th from 17th. Looks like Christian Dorman's the one heading into the pit, so it might be him. And Ivan Brito trying to make a move on Sandro. Sandro is going to take 5th position away. Ivan trying to come back, though.
Also, I'll be a very slow through turns 2 and 3 there. Still looking a little
going on
wounded
back here with
straight.
Robin Herderstagen. Noah Smith. Now, his car is running. I don't know that Noah's actually in control of it, but his car's just moved up into 15th over Nick Van Gelder. And I don't know what Nick's... Oh, Nick's got a flat tire. He's got a flat right front. So that's probably where the wing damage came from.
A VSC. And it's kind of a chaotic, hard-to-follow start as we get into the VSC.
And here goes Borbune over Oleski to take the second spot away. And Borbune is going to be up into second, but he still has that 3-second time penalty hanging over his head. Jensen Randall, the inside of Sandro Doulis, down into turn 1. And Jensen is going to run up into 4th. Borbune just ran the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, the first 119, and a very, very low 119 for Borbune. And he's taking the lead.
And Ivan Brito is now making the move on Juan Rivas down the front straightaway. Doesn't look like Falzarezzi is going to be close enough to make a move, but Jensen Randall does get out in front of Oleski for the 3rd position. Meanwhile, Tim Ventic all over the back of Sandro Doulis, easily close enough down this front straightaway. He may not even need the freaking DRS. He's going to have just the slipstream. Ivan Brito picks up a 3-second time penalty. Woo! That was close. Borbune really cutting it close to try and get back into the slipstream of Niccolo Falzarezzi's car, and Falzarezzi easily takes over the top spot. And he is going to easily get around Borbune for the 2nd spot. Oh, and they touch. Oh, yeah, it's 3 wide as they head down into turn 1. Jensen Randall all the way to the inside. Oh, that was reminiscent of Schumacher and Hakkinen back in Spa in 1999.
I'm not sure if Borbune just didn't realize Jensen was there, or maybe if it was a late move, but I think a little bit of tire-on-tire contact as Borbune moved to the right. Maybe didn't want to lift because he was catching up to Niccolo Falzarezzi.
Brito and Eric are still battling side by side. Oh, that's tight. And this is in the S's. This is what we were talking about. You can't go side by side here. Big wiggle there for Eric. He loses out on that battle. Brito's going to cut across his nose. Eric coming back down the short chute, and here comes Juan Rivas. He's back in this battle now as well. Brito goes very wide heading into the stadium section. Oh, and they make contact again.
I think Nico about to get back into a podium position here within DRS range of Koivuniemi on the long start-finish straight. Although maybe not, because Koivuniemi got a great exit out of that last turn.
Ooh, he's got him for sure. And Tim Ventic is coming with him. Oh, and a big wiggle for Ventic at the end of the straightaway. Lost the front end of the car. Now we're going to get a bit of a DRS train with these 4th, 5th, and 6th. Oleski trying to make a move on Falzarezzi.
contact
Wasn't close
for
enough. Oh,
Bintic.
man. And Falzarezzi getting ready to make the move on Borbune, take over the second spot. So we'll have to mind that gap and keep track of that. See if Falzarezzi can close the time down. It's 2.8, almost 3 seconds.
And yes, both Astons in pit lane now, but again, I think Jensen will be able to get out in time.
So Jensen's out. Here comes Oleski. That is perfect timing. They don't necessarily have to double stack. And Nicola Falzarezzi just ran the fastest lap of this race. And he is all over the back of Borbune, and Borbune, Jensen Randall comes out just in front of these two that were battling for the second position. So Jensen Randall, he's basically going to have clear track in front of him. He'll be able to pull away from these guys for sure. Falzarezzi probably hoping he could have gotten around Borbune, maybe take a stab at getting that top spot from Jensen Randall, but Aston Martin doing the work in the pits. Well, Borbune and Tim Ventic, they both have timing penalties, so podium pretty wide open. Falzarezzi, though, I think this late in the race and this close to Jensen, I think his aggressiveness is probably going to take over. He's probably not going to want to work with somebody. He's going to want to try and see if he can get to Jensen outright speed.
Into that second straight coming out of
and
turn.
Jesper just lost the back end of the car.
Yes, he did.
Bends it into the wall and lost his front wing. So
hey, at least he's right there by the pit lane.
And here comes Dion Stahl to take over the 10th position.
Meanwhile, I'm catching Jensen Randall, who's coming around very loose, is going to cross the start-finish in reverse. Yes, he wins. He completely loses it on turns 16 and 17, runs very wide, car goes 180 degrees in the wrong direction. So some style points finish for Jensen Randall as he does it in reverse.
That's me.